Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt like your legs just weren't as steady as they used to be? Or maybe you've noticed it's harder to lift things, reach up to that top kitchen shelf, or carry the groceries inside. You're not alone. As we get older, those little moments can feel like reminders that our bodies aren't what they once were. But here's the truth. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel weak, wobbly, or tired all the time. In fact, many people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s still have the strength, energy, and independence of someone decades younger. And it's not because of good luck or expensive gym memberships. It comes down to the small things they do every single day. Simple, doable habits that keep their muscles strong, flexible, and full of life. Today, we're going to talk about those daily habits, 7 of them to be exact, that can help you stay strong and independent well into your 80s and beyond. No complicated routines, no pushing yourself like an athlete, just practical steps you can start today, right at home to build muscle strength and feel more alive than ever. Let's begin with something that might sound a little strange, but it's one of the most powerful habits to protect your muscles as you age, giving your body a little bit of healthy stress. Now, I know the word stress doesn't usually sound like a good thing, especially as we get older. But I'm not talking about the stress from bills or noisy neighbors. I'm talking about what scientists call hormetic stress. That's a fancy term, but here's what it means in plain English. Certain small, short-term challenges to your body can actually make you stronger, not weaker. Think about it like this. When you lift a light weight, your muscles have to work just a little harder than usual. That effort signals your body to rebuild those muscles, but even stronger. It's the same idea behind things like taking a brisk walk, stepping into a sauna, or even trying a 30-second blast of cold water at the end of your shower. These little challenges tell your body, hey, we got work to do, let's get stronger. You don't have to start with anything extreme. Even standing on one foot for 10 seconds while brushing your teeth challenges your balance and strengthens your core. A few minutes of gentle stretching or isometric holds, where you tighten your muscles without moving, can do wonders over time. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency. You might try things like slowly sitting down into a chair without using your hands, or doing a wall push-up while waiting for your tea to brew. These small acts, done daily, train your muscles to stay engaged, alert, and functional. Your body loves to be used. It just needs a gentle nudge every now and then. And speaking of things your body loves, let's talk about food, because the next habit has everything to do with how you fuel those muscles. Have you ever had a full day of eating, only to still feel tired, weak, or sluggish? You might be eating enough calories, but not getting enough protein, and that's one of the most common reasons seniors lose muscle without even realizing it. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most people think, I had chicken at dinner, so I'm covered. But your body doesn't store protein the same way it stores fat or carbs. You need a regular supply spread throughout the day, so your muscles always have what they need to rebuild and stay strong. That means aiming for around 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal. That could look like a couple of eggs and some Greek yogurt in the morning, hearty lentil soup or turkey sandwich at lunch, and some grilled fish or tofu with vegetables in the evening. Simple, delicious, and effective. Even if you're not a big meat eater, you've got plenty of options. Beans, cottage cheese, quinoa, tempeh, chia seeds. There are so many ways to add gentle strength to your meals without changing everything you love. And if you ever feel like your appetite isn't quite what it used to be, smoothies can be a game changer. Blend up some almond milk, a banana, peanut butter, and protein powder, and you've got a muscle-friendly meal in a glass. It's not just about eating more, it's about eating smarter. Now, I know some folks worry that they're too old to build muscle. Let me tell you something, that is simply not true. In fact, there are studies of people in their 90s who started strength training and still gain muscle. Your body is always capable of growth, no matter your age. It just needs the right fuel and the right signals. And speaking of signals, that brings us to a quiet but powerful part of muscle health that's easy to overlook, sunshine. Or more specifically, what sunshine helps your body create, vitamin D. You see, vitamin D isn't just about bones. It plays a big role in muscle strength, mood, and even how well your nerves and muscles communicate. Without enough of it, you might feel weaker, more tired, or even off balance. And here's the thing, Many seniors are low on vitamin D without even knowing it. Spending just 10 to 15 minutes a day in the morning sun with your arms or legs exposed can give your body a natural boost. Of course, that's not always possible, especially in colder seasons, so it's worth checking with your doctor about a simple blood test. If your levels are low, they may recommend a vitamin D3 supplement to get you back on track. But vitamin D has a best friend, one that often gets forgotten: vitamin K2. It helps make sure calcium goes to the right places, like your bones and muscles, and not your arteries. Some foods naturally rich in K2 include fermented dishes like natto, sauerkraut, or aged cheeses. Just a little bit can support better circulation and muscle performance. You don't have to overhaul your diet to get these nutrients. Just adding a few thoughtful choices day by day can help your muscles stay strong and your body stay balanced. Now that we've looked at how small stresses, protein-rich meals, and essential vitamins play a role in your muscle strength, it's time to look at a habit that might surprise you. It's not about what you eat or how you move, but how you rest. That's right, sleep. You may not think of sleep as a muscle-building tool, but let me tell you, your muscles do some of their most important work while you're asleep. When you're snoozing peacefully, your body goes into repair mode. It rebuilds tissue, strengthens your immune system, and most importantly for us today, it restores muscle fibers that have been worked during the day. But here's the catch. If your sleep is short, interrupted, or poor in quality, your muscles don't get the full recovery they need. Now, many folks over 60 struggle with sleep. You might find yourself waking up at 3 a.m. and staring at the ceiling, or tossing and turning until sunrise. It happens. But there are gentle ways to improve your sleep and, in turn, give your muscles the deep rest they deserve. One trick that works for many people is to create a calming bedtime ritual. That might be sipping a warm, caffeine-free tea like chamomile, reading a relaxing book, or dimming the lights an hour before bed. Your body loves routine. It's like telling your brain, okay, it's time to wind down. Avoiding screens right before bed is another game changer. The light from phones and TVs can mess with your natural melatonin levels, which help you fall asleep. Instead, you might try gentle stretches, a warm bath, or soft music to help your body relax into sleep naturally. Even your sleeping environment matters. A cool, quiet, dark room can make a big difference. A supportive pillow and a cozy blanket might seem like small things, but they add up to better rest, which means better strength. And remember, if you're napping during the day, keep it short. A 20-minute power nap can boost your energy, but a long one might throw off your nighttime sleep. Finding that balance helps your body stay in rhythm, and your muscles will thank you for it. Now, speaking of rhythm, there's another powerful habit that ties everything together: movement. Not exercise in the way we think of it at the gym, but simply moving your body throughout the day in ways that feel good and keep your muscles active. A lot of seniors worry that if they're not doing a full workout, they're not doing enough. But the truth is, what matters most is staying consistent. That could be a walk around a block in the morning, light gardening in the afternoon, or dancing in the kitchen while your soup is warming up. Every little movement counts. Try to avoid sitting for too long at a stretch. Even if you're watching TV, stand up and march in place during the commercials, or stretch your arms overhead every 20 minutes. These tiny habits add up to big results. Your muscles are like curious pets. They like to be reminded you still need them. And here's something really interesting. Research shows that people who move frequently throughout the day, even if it's just a little at a time, maintain better balance, coordination, and strength as they age. It's not about lifting heavy weights or running marathons. It's about being kind to your body through gentle, regular movement. Maybe you like Tai Chi, water aerobics, or even chair yoga. These are wonderful because they're easy on the joints but still challenge your muscles. Even something as simple as lifting a can of soup as a weight while you're cooking can be a fun way to keep your arms strong. Get creative and do what feels fun. That's the secret to making it a habit. Now let's talk about a habit that might not sound physical, but actually has a huge impact on your muscle health: staying socially connected. Yes, really. Having regular conversations, laughter, and a sense of community has been shown to directly affect how motivated we are to move, eat well, and take care of our bodies. Think about it. When you know someone is counting on you for a morning walk, you're more likely to show up. When you're chatting with a friend over lunch, you're more likely to enjoy a good, nutritious meal. And when you feel connected, your stress levels go down, which helps your body recover and rebuild more efficiently. Isolation, on the other hand, can quietly drain your energy and motivation. It makes everything feel harder, including staying active. That's why keeping up with old friends, joining a walking group, or even saying hello to your neighbor each morning can be more important than we realize. Even if you don't feel like going out much, there are wonderful online communities these days. Groups for gardening, cooking, book clubs, you name it. You don't have to be alone to age well. In fact, staying socially engaged keeps your brain and body younger and gives your muscles a reason to keep working. And just like with physical habits, the key is consistency. A quick chat on the phone, a regular lunch date, a short walk with a friend. These little moments give your day structure, purpose, and joy, and that kind of joy gives you strength from the inside out. Now that we've explored how restful sleep, daily movement, and meaningful connection all support strong, healthy muscles, it's time we talk about something that touches every part of your body, especially your muscles: hydration. You'd be amazed how many aches, cramps, and feelings of fatigue are simply the result of not drinking enough water. And it's easy to forget, especially as we get older. Your sense of thirst becomes less reliable, so your body might need water even if you don't feel thirsty. Muscles are made up of about 75% water. So when you're dehydrated, they don't work as well. You might feel weaker, more tired, or even stiff and sore. But the good news is this is such a simple fix. Start your day with a glass of water, before the coffee, before breakfast, just plain water. It wakes up your system and gets things moving. Then throughout the day, keep a water bottle or a glass nearby. Sip regularly. If plain water doesn't excite you, add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or a splash of fruit juice. Herbal teas are a great option too, especially in the colder months. Just be careful not to rely too much on sugary drinks or too much caffeine. Those can actually dehydrate you. And don't forget, some of your hydration can come from food. Fresh fruits like oranges, melons, and berries, as well as vegetables like cucumbers and leafy greens, have a high water content that can help keep your muscles supple and energized. Staying hydrated isn't just about drinking. It's about fueling your body with what it truly needs to move with ease and strength. Now, as we near the end of this journey through daily habits, I want to share one that may be the most overlooked of all: mindset. Yes, your attitude, your thoughts, your mental habits. The way you think about your body has more power than you might imagine. If you start to believe that muscle loss is just part of aging, or that it's too late to get stronger, your body listens. It slows down. It adapts to what you expect of it. But when you say to yourself, "I'm still strong. I can keep improving. I can feel good in my body," you're setting a new tone, a new path forward. Studies have shown that seniors who believe they can maintain strength and mobility are more likely to do exactly that. It's not magic, it's motivation. Your brain is the control center for your entire body. If your mind is hopeful, your actions will follow. Try waking up each day with one positive thought about your body. Maybe it's, "I'm grateful for the strength in my legs," or "I'm proud of how I keep moving." That little shift in language creates a ripple effect. Suddenly, you're more willing to go for that walk. You're more likely to stretch. You're more motivated to eat something nourishing. All because you've decided to be kind to yourself. You see, aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean refinement, wisdom, a new kind of strength, a deeper appreciation for your body and all that it allows you to do. In every habit we've talked about today, your food, your sleep, your movement, your hydration, your connections, your mindset, they all work together to keep your muscles strong and your spirit even stronger. Just imagine what your days could feel like when you're moving with confidence, when your legs feel sturdy beneath you, when you can pick up your grandchild or carry your groceries without worry. That kind of independence, that kind of freedom, is worth every small effort. And here's the beautiful thing: you don't need to do it all at once. You don't need to be perfect. Just start somewhere. One new habit, one small shift. Maybe it's a glass of water in the morning, a short walk after dinner, or turning off the TV 30 minutes earlier to get better sleep. Tiny steps, big results. You've made it this far in life through ups and downs, joy and hardship. You've carried so much. Now it's time to carry yourself with strength, with grace, and with pride. You deserve that. Your body deserves that. And it's absolutely within reach. So keep going. Keep choosing those little habits that support your health. Keep showing up for yourself. And most importantly, believe in your strength because it's still there, waiting to be used, waiting to grow. If this message speaks to you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What habits have made the biggest difference in your life? Share in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more ways to stay strong, healthy, and full of life at any age. Here's to you, your strength, your story, and your future. Let's keep moving forward together.